Peace, what's up everybody? It's your girl Justine here with another quick video. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for coming to my channel. And with that said, let's begin, people. Today I want to go over a couple of things that I'm very fond of that I use on my spiritual journey as a tool. One of which most of you are familiar with, and that is the white sage. For most of you that aren't familiar with white sage, it's excellent when it comes to cleansing energy. Okay, it's very powerful. It's used a lot of times, actually, and some of you may have purchased your own homes. You know, you're given that option to sage. And the reason why is because it's like the energy busters or erasers, I consider them as. It's really good at wiping out the positive and negative energy. Okay, just energy, period, removal. So one of the things that I would like to hopefully stress when you're using sage, because a lot of times people are familiar with sage and its cleansing ability, but they aren't knowledgeable of its ability to wipe out the good and the bad. And we don't want to, of course, throw the baby out with the dirty bath water, right? So with that said, whenever you're using this white sage, and it's really simple, you just light it up. It'll burn for a little bit. I'm not going to burn it too long because I've already saved so much in here. I'm also going to use the other. But as you can see, that smoke. And pretty much you then just want to use it to wipe away the energy, just like allow it. Like this is a crystal I use for meditation, and you just want to circle it around, get all that energy off of there. The thing is, be conscious. This right here is an energy buster, so it's going to move out the positive energy too. So make sure when you finish using it, make sure you then go through a process of creating an intent to bring back in positive energy. Okay, and what I mean by that is, say like if you do use it, say like for your home, like a lot of people do, or for you, you know, just cleansing your energy, but for home right now, and you finish smudging or saging the room. Okay, well then after that, get in like a meditative state and just kind of like put your intent as to the energy that you do see filling up the space. You know, make sure that you focus on what's supposed to be put in that space. And a lot of times, like I said, people aren't familiar with that, and they use sage because it's very powerful when it comes to removing energy. But what happens is then they wipe it and, you know, all out, and then themselves are just feeling kind of stuck a little bit, you know, or maybe a little drained, and start to think that there are other forces really working against them. But it's not actually the forces working against them. It's just that souls don't have, you know, enough energy to now really be able to carry themselves to that next level. So white sage isn't actually my first choice when it comes to just cleansing your energy. White sage would be my first choice when it comes to cleansing of energy, so to speak. Like in a situation like, yeah, if you purchased a home, then you want to start that home and that journey, you know, with your family, you know, is yours and fresh if it's an older home. So yeah, I would definitely recommend the white sage there. Or let's say if you being attacked, like with situations where psychically, or if you're dealing with someone like a energy vampire or a narcissist, like someone that is pretty much, you know, very draining from you, whatnot, and you really want to get out of that relationship type of stuff, like it's an eraser. So yeah, you can use it. But once again, once you use it, make sure that you put your intent back into it. Okay, and that's very important, or you're gonna just create a lot of chaos. So it's not worth it, in my opinion. So the white sage isn't, like I said, my first choice. However, this one is, and we have Mr. Palo Santo. And Palo sticks that you smudge and whatnot is similar to the white sage, and you just light it up. I hold like it under the flame for about 20 seconds or so. It gets a nice little flame, and then it too just smudges out like the white sage. And the thing about the Palo is it cleanses energy really well, but it's not an eraser. You have an ability to use that negative energy that you're wanting, to like be changed, so to speak, or you want to see different. It allows you to be able to have an ability to transmute it a little easier, because it's not going to necessarily just wipe out all the energy like Big Daddy over here. Okay, and Mr. Paulo over here will cleanse your energy and allow you to then just kind of peacefully find a solution. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to just wipe out the white sage is no joke. Try the Palo Santo if you're looking for like something for everyday usage. If you're looking for something that's definitely going to cleanse maybe your aura, or say like those of us who do like spiritual work, I like to use it for the home. I can use the white sage for myself if I feel like I'm too, because I'm very empathic. So to keep me grounded and to keep me detached from my clients and whatnot, a lot of times I will go on and throw a little white sage with a lot of intent. And with the Palo, it gives me a little bit more freedom. And from, like, say, if I do something that I feel like I picked up, like when I say do something, I mean, say like if I'm with a client and I feel like I'm very empathetic to maybe a past situation that they're going through, or something that may have come up, and I'm feeling very attached and somewhat draining type of situation, then the Palo is really good at refreshing that and allowing me to continue to see myself in that person, and just be so thankful that we're having this experience to be healed, rather than me as an empathic person just feeling, like, oh my gosh, this person's gone through this, and being empathetic and being drained, so we're able to, kind of work a little bit easier with the elements, I feel, with Palo Santo. And both are about the same in price. The Palo Santo, I think I bought a bag of it, which it came with 2 or 3 sticks, I'm not sure, but about that size, for roughly, I think it was like about $3.75, maybe $4. The white sage, it's about $6 a bundle, depending on which size you get. At the Etsy store I usually shop at. And like I said, the Palo is really good when it comes to your everyday, wanting to cleanse your energy, and kind of keep looking for ways to improve and kind of use. Sometimes it's just not best that you remove negative energy. Sometimes it's best that you actually transmute it and use it in your favor. It can be manipulated. Okay, you have to play those cards you're dealt, right? Then next is something that I must confess, like, I haven't really used in a long time, and I do kind of stand by being something that I've seen some good results. It's just like, me personally, I'm not really one of those potion type of people. Funny enough though, the older I get, the more I am drawn to different herbs and whatnot. It's just these things that I know when it comes to grounding your energy and being protected are so important these days. And this, it's called, this right here, I'm going to see if I can get the camera, because they write a little bit about what it's for. I want to get that in. But it's Patchuli. I'm trying to get it to where you can read. Okay. And I'm sorry, I've had it for about a good 2 years, guys. But, I don't know, can you see it? But anyway, I'm going to just read it. But it's just like a herb, and you can use it in those little bags I used to put it in that like my pendulums and stuff come in. And carry them in little satchels and things of that nature, like in your purse. Or it's really good, like you can put it into like the little earring baggies and maybe sit it inside your wallets, and it attracts money. Okay, it's like a magnet to money, believe it or not. And this is really good to not necessarily cleanse your energy, but a lot of times when I was going through what I consider to be like my dark night period in my life, this was one of the things I was using at the time to kind of give me, just some type of feeling that I had power a little bit, power to bring more love and more money, because I wasn't feeling like I was receiving enough. So if you're going through a period of one of those, then I suggest something like this with the Palo Santo would be really good. And next on the list is, it's really hard to see this one. I have some larger ones, but it's crystals. Okay, this right here, it's called a tiger eye. And the tiger eye is one of my favorite crystals. It's really good when it comes to protection. And I actually have tons of them. Like, I'm not going to bring them all out, but that's just a little bit of them there. But I work with the crystals when it comes to meditation. And when it comes to wanting to feel protected from all the negative, energies and whatnot, and things that I might not want to have power in my life. Here's one a little bit larger. But I use these in what's called simple grids. And those grids are built on sacred geometry. Oh, I can't get it. All I'm doing is showing y'all how my hands are. Okay, see? This is tiger. And they're very protective stones. And I don't know. I'm just in love with the different ones that I use for meditation. And keeping my energy cleansed and protected. Because at the end of the day, that's what's the most important. So, I hope you learned a little bit about some things that might help you on your path to staying grounded and feeling positive. And with that said, I wish you peace. I hope you liked the video enough to hit that subscribe button and drop me a comment, you guys. Reach out to me. I can't wait to reach out like on the little lives and stuff like that so I can communicate with you. So with that said, have a great day. Peace.